Hello everybody, it's Lisa and welcome to the start of a new weekly vlog. So this week is my final weekly vlog before I start weekly vlogging for the Stranger Things readathon, which is very exciting. I'm very excited to get into my TBR for that readathon. By the time you see this vlog, that TBR will be up, so I'll have it linked above. I will also have the Stranger Things announcement linked above and down below, so you can go and check it out and participate with us. But yeah, I'm very excited to be doing that readathon. I'm very excited for it to start. So now I just have a week left to wait. But I figured I still have a week before that readathon starts, so I thought I would pick a prompt from this bag and pick a new prompt for my book for this week. So these were technically all prompts from the Read Until You Drop-a-thon readathon, and I read 2 books so far this month, so I mean, that's not great, but you know what? It's okay. So I'm going to pick another prompt for this week, and hopefully I can get it done before the Stranger Things readathon starts. Because I didn't really do that well of this readathon this month, I think I might just keep these prompts and then also add my own prompts to this later on, so that just kind of whenever I feel like picking my next read, I can pick a prompt from here and that can be the way I do it. I don't think that's how I'll always pick my next read, because I'm definitely a mood reader and I just kind of want to read what I want to read. But I definitely think it could be something fun to do in these weekly vlogs. So I'm going to pick a new prompt for the Read Until You Drop-a-thon, my third and probably final book for this readathon. Let me mix them up a little bit so I'm not getting the same ones, because I did pick a bunch last week when I was trying to pick one that could work for winter because I wanted to read that book. So that's what ended up happening. Okay. Favorite color text on the spine. Okay, my favorite color is pink. So I'm looking at my TBR. Books I have on my TBR, and there's no writing in pink. The Diviners is purple. It kind of looks pink, but I want to save that for spooky time. And then I also have these books from my TBR that I just haven't put on my shelf yet, but none of them are pink. So do I have to pick a new prompt? I did say I was going to be very chill about this, and that if I couldn't find something, I would pick another prompt. So I didn't want to do what I did last week, or 2 weeks ago, where I kept picking a bunch of prompts to get winter. But I genuinely don't have a book that fits that prompt, so I'm picking another one. A book with at least 10 words in the title. 10 words. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. 1, 2. The girl with the louding voice. No. 9th. No. Why did I have to count 9,000? It's 2 words. I don't think I have a book with 10 words. No. Nope. Okay. Listen, I'm trying to play by the rules here, but it's not working out. Let me try and pick another one. The one time I wanted to just pick one and do it, I can't do it. Okay. A book that has the exact same page count as your last read. Oh no. Last read I read was 823 pages. Okay. I don't think I have a book. Let me just pick another one. I really was trying to just pick one and be done with it, but I guess I have to pick another. A quick read. Okay, I can do that. So I feel like Vicious Spirits I just got yesterday, and I feel like this could be a quick read. It's 393 pages, so I feel like this would be relatively quick to read. I also have A Song Below Water, which seems very, very short. I think it's under 300 pages, so I think that this would also be very quick to read, so I might read this. I do also have The Poet X by Elizabeth Acevedo, which I definitely think would be a quick read, but I think I'm reading that for the Stranger Things readathon, the way I don't remember my own TBR. So I think I'm just going to go with A Song Below Water, actually, by Bethany C. Morrow, and I actually got this as a gift for my birthday from Armin, so I'm very excited to read this. I definitely feel like this will be quick, and I actually think this will be good for this week because I don't want to start a super long book the week before a readathon, so I can make sure that I can get this done and then start the new month fresh for the readathon. So yeah, I think this is the perfect book to read. I said this in my birthday haul when I was talking about this book, but I don't really know much about this. It says, a captivating modern fantasy about black mermaids, friendship, and self-discovery set against the challenges of today's racism and sexism. So, sounds great. I'm very excited. I didn't know it was about mermaids or sirens. I think they're both involved, actually. I think there's a mixture of both. I don't really remember, but I love this. It's so bright and yellow. I just love the blue and the yellow together, and I love how bright this is. So Yes, this is my read for this week. I'm very excited. So I think I'm going to edit my weekly vlog from last week, and then I probably will start reading that later on today, but I want to make sure that my weekly vlog is done. So that is what I'm going to do. Gonna put the prompts that I didn't use back in the bag. So I just wanted to start this vlog, say hello, and pick my book for this week. But yeah, that's it for right now. I will check in with you guys in a little bit. Hello everybody, happy Tuesday. So I just wanted to quickly, before we get into this video too far or into this clip too far, I just wanted to quickly talk about captions for my video. I was actually in the middle of captioning a video, which reminded me that I wanted to say this. But basically YouTube has been doing this really weird thing where it's removing the little CC or closed captioned logo from the video, even though captions are still available and they're there for you to use. It's just removing the little logo that shows up on my channel. I have figured out a way to get the logo to come back, but I just wanted to say that if I have closed captioned or CC in the title of my video, that means that there are captions available. It's just weird because the captions are still there. YouTube is just removing the little logo. So if I have closed captioned in the title, that means there are captions available. I have figured out a way to get the logo to show up again, but just in case it's not there and I have it in the title but the logo isn't there, I just want you to know there are captions, because it's kind of an important thing to have working. You know, people look at videos and see if they're captioned and need them or want them. So if I have closed caption in the title, that means that they're captioned. Sorry if YouTube is being difficult, but they're there. That's all I wanted to say about that. I will give a little bit of a reading update now. So I did start A Song Below Water yesterday, but I only read the first 2 chapters, and the chapters are really short, so I'm only on page 21. But I did get introduced to the 2 characters that we're going to be following in this book. I got both of their perspectives in the first 2 chapters, so I got that introduction, which was good. I'm definitely already intrigued by what is going on. A person was murdered, and they actually found out that this person was a siren, so there's already kind of a lot of discussion and drama with that, so I'm very interested to see kind of what goes on with that and the parallels to what is going on in our world with that. I'm very interested to kind of continue reading and see what that is all about. I also taped in the little note that came with this book because Armin got this as a gift for me off my wish list for my birthday, and sadly the little note did get cut off a little bit, but I can basically figure out what Armin was trying to say. I also use washi tape, blue washi tape that has anchors on it, and I thought it kind of matched the vibe of the book. Of course, I would match the washi tape that I used to the cover of the book. But yeah, that's all I wanted to say about that. Also, last night I ended up watching Tangled for the first time. I know. I don't know what took me so long. I've been wanting to watch this movie for so long. I know so many people love it. And now I understand why. I don't know if it's just because I was watching it kind of late at night and I was tired, but I literally was sobbing by the end of the movie. There were a couple of points throughout the movie that made me tear up a little bit, but the ending, it just really got to me and I was sobbing. But it was so good, and I definitely am glad that I finally watched it. I have a feeling it's going to become a favorite Disney movie. Also, in other good news, pumpkin spice comes back to Starbucks today. I'm excited. The hot pumpkin spice latte is definitely the superior way to drink the pumpkin spice latte, but this time I'm getting a cold one, a cold version, just because it's too hot to have hot coffee. But I'm excited because if pumpkin spice is back, that means that fall is approaching, fall is coming. It's almost time for spooky season, and I'm just very excited. The last 4 months of the year are always my favorite months of the year. I mean, I do like August as well because of my birthday, but September, October, November, and December, superior. So good. Love fall, love Christmas time. I'm excited. It's happening. I'm very excited to get my pumpkin spice latte later. My mom is going on her way home from work, so that's nice of her. I'm very excited. So I'm definitely going to have to try and read a little bit while I drink my pumpkin spice latte. I'll be living my best life. Hello everybody and happy Wednesday. So excuse my wet hair. I just washed it. But here I am with another update. It is so nice out today. It actually kind of feels like fall. I feel like Mother Nature heard that Starbucks was coming out with their pumpkin spice yesterday, which, by the way, did have one. It was great. And then she just decided, here, have a little taste of the fall weather, which is great. I mean, it's 70 degrees now, but it was like in the 60s, like mid 60s this morning, so it definitely felt like fall earlier, which was very exciting. I'm already like in the mindset of planning like Halloween, fall, Christmas videos and stuff like that, so I'm ready for it. I'm ready for fall. But for a reading update, I didn't end up reading much of A Song Below Water yesterday. I read another chapter, so I'm killing it. I'm on page 36. Also, I think I need to put different washi tape or something on this because it keeps falling out, so gonna have to fix that. But I actually figured out if I read 50 pages starting today up until Sunday, then I would actually finish this book. So I think that is doable. I think I can do it. It's not that long of a book. It's like just under 300 pages, so I realistically should be finishing this week, and I definitely want to make sure that I finish it before the Stranger Things readathon starts, so I don't want to have to like finish a book before starting my TBR for that. So I definitely want to finish this week, and I think it's doable. So yeah, not many thoughts on this just because I've only read another chapter, but yesterday I actually ended up watching another movie. I like rediscovered the fact that we have Disney Plus, and now I'm just like, okay, a movie a day, here we go. I did watch a lot of stuff when we first got Disney Plus, but I kind of forgot that we had it, so watching Tangled the other night reminded me that we had it, and so last night I watched Stuck in the Suburbs, which is a Disney Channel original movie, and it was so bad, but so good. I used to adore that movie when I was younger. I watched it every time it would come on. When we got the ability to like be able to record like TV shows and movies and stuff, we recorded it so that I could watch it at any time I wanted to, and I just loved this movie so much, so it was really fun to go back and watch it again, like at least 10 years later since last time I've seen it. And it was definitely not good. The acting was questionable, a lot of the dialogue was just bad, but it still was really fun to like go back and watch it again, and it was very nostalgic and it made me laugh a lot because it was so bad, but it was a great experience. But we'll see which movie I end up watching tonight, if I watch any. There's definitely a lot of things on Disney Plus I've never seen before that I've been wanting to see for a really long time. I'm not gonna say what because I don't want to expose myself like that. I've already exposed the fact that I've only seen Tangled for the first time just this week, so I don't want to expose myself even more. But today, I definitely want to read those 50 pages of A Song Below Water, like I said. Definitely want to get in those 50 pages, and then I think I'm also going to do some journaling today. I have a spread that I'm going to do in like my life journal, which is just a bunch of random spreads, and then I'm also going to do my Stranger Things readathon TBR spread. I'm filming both of them, and the Stranger Things TBR spread, I definitely will put on like the first week of the Stranger Things readathon, my vlog for that. I'll have it in there. The other one, I'm not sure if I'm going to post because I just don't know if it's going to be like more than like 3 minutes long. Like I feel like it's going to be very quick to do. And once I have the video edited and like sped up a little bit, like it's not going to be very long, but we'll see. I might post it anyway. But yeah, I'm going to do that. I'm very excited to do some journaling today. And that's really all I have planned. I probably will also plan out some more Halloween, fall, Christmas content, just because like having the pumpkin spice drink yesterday like turned on the switch in my brain that gets me excited for the rest of the year, so I'm very excited. Probably gonna plan some things, but yeah, I'm gonna go and do these journal spreads that I want to do, and I will check in with you guys soon. Hopefully I will have read a little bit more the next time I check in. Friends, it is now Thursday, and Mother Nature really wasn't kidding when she said, here, have some fall weather. It's quite cloudy. I think it might rain a little bit later on, and it's going to be in like the lower 60s all day today, so it's going to be quite the cozy day. Sorry if you can hear screaming, there are kids outside. But I'm actually like kind of cold, like my feet are a little cold, and I'm like, I don't know if it's quite fuzzy sock weather yet, but like I want to put them on. Especially because yesterday I spent some time planning out some like fall and Halloween and Christmassy content. I literally was looking up like copyright free Christmas music yesterday, and it was great. I was thriving. But now I'm just like ready for the fall and winter. Not really winter, but like Christmas season, the last 4 months of the year, prime. I'm excited. I don't know why I keep talking about the weather, but I'm just really excited for fall. Also, there is a dragonfly chilling on my window. Oh, it left. Sorry, I didn't mean to offend you. This clip is going to be a mess because the kids are still screaming, so I'm really sorry if you can hear that at all. But I wanted to give a reading update because I actually did read a decent amount yesterday. I read the 50 pages that I wanted to read. So I'm now up to page 84. So I feel like I'm starting to understand how I kind of feel about this so far. I'm definitely enjoying it. I think the world is a little confusing in the sense that it's set in like a very contemporary setting, but there are these like magical, fantastical things and like creatures and characters. It just took me a minute to get adjusted to people like knowing about these things. I didn't know if people knew about them, it was supposed to be a secret, or it just seemed like everybody kind of understood that they were a real thing. So that took a minute to understand, but I am enjoying it. Now there's dogs barking. Oh, now there's birds chirping. Okay, everything that's outside, let's make noise right now. Okay, I closed my window. Maybe that will help. But I'm already starting to see a lot of the comparisons with being a siren and how sirens are kind of viewed in this world in comparison to racism. And I think it's very interesting to see those comparisons. There's definitely been times where they've been talking about sirens, and it definitely mirrors the way people discuss Black people and the Black Lives Matter movement. There was one point where the teacher was talking about like the sirens' voices and things like that, and they were saying like all voices matter, and it was just like, oh no. But I definitely think all of the comparisons to racism through the way the people in this book view sirens is very interesting, and I definitely think that those comparisons are going to be kind of the standout part of this book. But yeah, I think I'm enjoying it so far, and I definitely want to read some more today because it's going to be so cozy. I don't really have anything else I need to do today. A lot of my YouTube videos, like the next 3 videos, are completely done. They're captioned, they're uploaded, they're scheduled. I have tweets scheduled for the videos. Like, I'm on top of it for once. But that's the only thing in my life I'm on top of, so it's okay. I don't really have many plans today other than reading and being cozy and maybe planning some more YouTube videos for like the fall, Halloween, and Christmas season. If you guys have any video ideas, let me know. I definitely have a few. I have a lot for December because it's like the end of the year videos mixed with like the Christmassy videos. But any like fall or Halloween themed video ideas that you might have, I'd love to hear them. So yeah, I think that is it for right now. I will check in with you guys in a little bit, and also let me know if you're this excited for fall and Christmas time or if I'm the only one. Hi, just kidding. I just turned around after filming that clip and forgot to mention something very important. So I got 2 more books from my wish list for my birthday, and they were gifts from my friend Therese, and she got me the other 2 new editions of the Lunar Chronicles books. So she got me Cinder and Scarlet. So now I have the whole series. The way Andrea and Therese completely funded this whole series for me, I didn't buy a single new cover myself. So Therese got me these 2 and Andrea got me Cress and Winter. So I now have the whole series completely thanks to them. But I'm just so excited about both of these. I definitely want to reread the whole series soon so that I can annotate them, but I need to get like the proper annotating supplies. The only tabs I have are these, and they came in like this bullet journaling kit that my mom got from my sister, but then my sister let me look through it and take the stuff that I wanted. So there's these tabs, but I don't know how well they work, and I definitely am going to probably need more of these for 4 books in a series. And I also want to get some of the like transparent sticky notes so that I can write on the sticky notes instead of the book, because I never annotate, so writing directly on the book is very intimidating, especially like these beautiful books. I just don't want to ruin them with my annotations if I don't want them there, you know? I don't know. So yeah, I definitely need to get the proper annotating supplies. So if you have any like sticky note tab recommendations, I'd love to hear them, because I know that that's like a whole thing. I do really like the plastic ones more than the paper ones, but I would love to know what your favorite ones to use are. Definitely I'm looking for some recommendations, and yeah, I'm very lucky. So thank you, Therese, for sending me both of these. You know how much I love you and how much I appreciate this, and now I have to find room on my Marissa Meyer shelf for these, and I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'm definitely gonna have to do some rearranging of the shelf, so I think I'm gonna do that because I definitely want to put these on the shelf next to the other 2. So yeah, again, thank you, Therese, you're an angel. And also thank you, Andrea and Therese, for giving me the whole set of the 2 covers. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do with myself. So it is now Friday, and that little taste of fall weather that we had, it's gone. It's in like the mid 70s right now, which isn't bad, and it's only gonna get into like the lower 80s, which still isn't like super hot, but it's definitely not fall weather or the little tease of fall weather that we had. So It's fine. We'll just go back to sweating. It's okay. So I didn't end up reading anything of A Song Below Water yesterday. So that whole like 50 pages thing, it was good in theory, but it didn't really work out. But I definitely am going to try and read as much as possible today because this weekend we're actually going to be painting downstairs. We're going to be painting our dining room, our like den area. I don't really know what to call that room. You think by now I would know, but I don't. And also our living room, which are 3 like large-ish rooms. So it's going to take quite some time. So I think we're going to be like prepping to paint tomorrow and then painting on Sunday. So I don't know how much time I'm actually going to have to read this weekend, but that's why I'm going to try and read like as much as possible today. But good news, I saw my sister yesterday, so my 5th and final folklore CD that I bought and were gifted to me came in the mail and she gave it to me. I think it might have been this one that she gave me yesterday. I don't know because I have 5. I was saying to my sister that I was glad that they weren't numbered because if they had numbers, then I would feel like I need to find the other 3 and that's not good. I don't need 8 different versions of the same album. This is already excessive. Buying 2 at the start of it was excessive. But here we are. I also have a new villager coming to my Animal Crossing island. I was Animal Crossing villager hunting this morning instead of reading. I had the good thought of bringing my book downstairs to read while I drank my coffee, and it just sat next to me while I played Animal Crossing. So if only you could read by just having the book near you. But I did find Vesta while I was on my villager search, so she's going to be coming to my island, which is very exciting. I feel like I don't know much about all the different villagers, like I don't know which ones are popular. So if there's a villager that shows up that I've heard of and that I know of, that must mean it's pretty popular and that it should come to my island. So Vesta is going to be moving in. Apollo moved out, she's coming in. And I'm excited. There's still some villagers that I want to get rid of, but we'll work on it. I'll just keep ignoring them until they move out. So yeah, that is it for right now. Wanted to make this update kind of quick because, like I said, it's getting warmer out again, so I turned my fan off and now I'm sweating. I need to go so I can turn my fan back on. Hopefully next time I check in, I will have read a little bit more. Hopefully I can actually finish this book in the next few days. Realistically, I should. It's not a very long book, but reading is hard. Okay, so it is now like 4:30 and I haven't read anything. Who's surprised? So like I said, it's 4:30 and I'm actually going to be watching a live show at 5:30. I think that's when it starts. It is the Winers Club book club and they're going to be talking about Wicked Fox, which I read earlier this month, so I kind of want to go and watch and like talk about it with them and see what they think. So that's going to be starting at 5:30. So I have like an hour until that starts and I thought I could try and read as much as possible in that hour. Hopefully I don't get too distracted. I'm going to try to like not look at my phone just for the next hour and try and read as much as possible because I haven't done any reading today and I need to. So it is now Monday and I just wanted to quickly wrap up this vlog. So this weekend I didn't vlog much just because Saturday I was actually reading, which, what a concept. And then yesterday me and my family were painting all day, so I did end up finishing A Song Below Water on Saturday. So I ended up giving A Song Below Water a 3.5 out of 5 stars. I really enjoyed the writing. I think Bethany C. Morrow is definitely a very talented writer. I also enjoyed all of the discussions with racism and sexism within this book because sirens in this world can only be Black women, so that in itself was a very interesting conversation, but also just racism in general I think was definitely a big discussion within this book and I really enjoyed those aspects. I think that all of the important themes and discussions within this book were my favorite parts. Obviously I didn't enjoy like seeing racist people and racist comments, and also like having to see these characters deal with racism. I just think that those discussions were really important and definitely just the most powerful part of this book. And I also really enjoyed the two bond between the two main characters, who are basically sisters. I just really enjoyed seeing their bond, how well they knew one another, how to kind of communicate with one another when they knew that the other needed something, just kind of that bond that they had. I really enjoyed. But unfortunately, there were things I didn't love about this book. I think that the world and like the world building was a bit confusing. It took me until basically what I read Saturday, which was like almost the halfway point, to kind of understand this world. Like, I didn't know what people knew, what people didn't know, how like the world viewed all these different other fantastical or mythical creatures, because I knew going into it how people viewed sirens, but there's a lot of other things involved as well, and I just wasn't sure like what they meant and how people knew about them, or if they didn't know about them, like what was going on with that. Which I'm not saying an author has to like hold your hand and guide you through their books and explain every little bit of their like magic system and everything, but I just felt like it wasn't explained at all, and I didn't really even understand, like once looking up some of the things that were mentioned in this, I still didn't understand. So I just wish that there was more of an explanation on like the world itself and like what these people were, what these creatures were, what it meant. And also there definitely were some like more mysterious things within this book, like things that you don't know about one of the characters. I think it's Effie that you don't know really much about. I thought that that was going to be more of a focal point, kind of trying to figure out like what she is, and it's kind of at the beginning and then it's at the end, but in the middle there's just like other stuff going on, and I don't know, I just wasn't quite loving the actual plot of this book, but I also thought it was really unique at the same time, so I don't really know how to feel, but I just kind of came out of the book being like, okay, alright, like it was fine. It was enjoyable for the most part, but I wasn't like completely blown away and like obsessed with it after finishing it, so I think a 3.5 makes sense. But I do think that there is going to be a sequel or like a companion novel to this book coming out next year, and I wouldn't be against picking it up and reading it because I did really enjoy Bethany C. Morrow's writing and also like the messages that she put into this book. I just don't know how I feel about the actual plot and like the actual story itself. But yeah, I definitely would consider picking up the sequel or the companion novel to it, because I did really enjoy certain aspects of this, and I think if that kind of continues into the sequel, then I would enjoy that as well. So yeah, I managed to finish that this week, which was good because it was starting to look a little questionable halfway through the week. I wasn't really sure if I was going to be able to finish a not even 300-page book in a week, but I did it. And then yesterday, me and my family were painting all day, and I'm very sore. We painted our den, a little hallway, into our dining room, which we also painted, and then we painted the stairwells, and it took all day, and my arm is so sore. Just like this whole arm and my shoulder and my back on the right side is really sore because me and my mom were actually like cutting in, so she was like at the top doing the outlines up there, and I was kind of going along the trim and the outlets and the windowsills and everything. So I was using a paintbrush all day yesterday, and my hand hurts so bad. I was also up and down the floor all day yesterday, so my legs are also really sore. I'm a 22-year-old woman. I should not be in this much pain, but here I am. But even in the midst of painting, I managed to catch the 2 times that BTS were on the VMAs last night. I literally tuned in when they were on for like an interview thing, and then I also tuned in like right as they were about to perform, so me and BTS having a brain cell that we share once again, part a million. That was a nice reward after painting all day, seeing BTS perform. It was great. So yeah, that was my very exciting day yesterday. Sam is not pleased because we kept him in my room all day yesterday. My cat, by the way. I feel like I should specify that Sam is my cat. But we kept him in my bedroom all day yesterday because, one, he has asthma, so he can't be breathing in the paint fumes. Even if your cat doesn't have asthma, you probably shouldn't have your cat around when you're painting, but he has asthma, so we didn't want him to have like a reaction to it. And then two, also just wet paint and a cat seems like a bad mix. So last night, overnight, we kept him in my bedroom while I slept. He was annoyed and also was crying at the door to get out all night. So I got like 5 hours of sleep last night, so I'm real tired. And it still smells downstairs, so we still have him in my room, but he's not pleased about it, so please pray for me. But I think that that's going to wrap up this vlog. Sorry I'm not very enthusiastic. I'm really tired. Hopefully all my thoughts on Song Below Water made sense because my brain is not really with the program right now. But yeah, I think that that is it for this weekly vlog. So don't forget this send help. So don't forget this. Okay, try again. So I think that that is going to complete this vlog. So don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe down below if you have not already. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.